Hello, good evening. Happy Thanksgiving to those of you that are in Canada. And happy weekend to everybody else. So, today we are going to be talking, and um, these are the feathers that we are working with. These are feathers that I've collected over the past like 2 months probably. I think they're all from the past 2 months. I don't really know what kind of bird they're from, but this is the first feather. So you just pick a feather, and that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about the messages from these feathers. There's this feather, and there's this feather. So just pick one. This is one, this is two, this is three, this is A, B, C, whatever you want to do. Yeah. So let's start with feather one. Who is feather one? Spirit. Okay. Well, it's interesting because when I was picking up or putting the feathers away and I was looking at the computer, it was 111. And then here I see like a line running through, and then I see a couple of dashes through, but it almost looks to me like a street. But anyways, okay, Spirit. What are the messages for feather number one? You do you and relax. What do you have to hold on to anymore? I think there's too much resentment. Hmm. It's like you're always at a crossroads. There's always a problem. Okay. It's okay. It's okay because look, I get dragged on the daily. It's okay. That's actually so funny. It's honestly okay. I get dragged too all the time. You do you and relax. What are you holding on to? There's too much resentment. It's like you're always at a crossroads. Spirit is like you need to calm down and you need to chill out. You probably need to take a break and surrender a little bit because there's too much going on in your mind. And it's wreaking havoc on your spirit and on your soul. You just need a break. You need time off. What's a continuum? It's like you've been continuous for so long. It's kind of like, those hummingbirds and how they like, I'm like, am I looking at a hummingbird? You know how hummingbirds hover really, really, really quickly as they're getting their nutrients? There's kind of this like hummingbird energy, in the sense that you are like kind of always working really, 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 really hard to reach something, and kind of always like fluttering at this entrance, always trying to peek in, always trying to get something. But sometimes there's like nothing to even get, and it's like you're reaching. And there's just kind of a need to back off a little bit and take a breather, take a break. There's just too much going on in your mind, and it's probably not helping you. It's okay because I literally relate to this. I resonate. This is probably a message for me as well. There are always messages, and they're also for me. It's okay. I understand. And this kind of, it's a form of anxiety. And this kind of anxiety is very understandable when you are alive. It's very human. But sometimes we need a very firm wake up call. And at least Spirit needs to be able to say, well, I tried to say something to you. I tried to tell you. so that you can't be like, you never told me, you know? 111. I feel like that is like take a breather, take a rest. If you've seen that number a few times, if that number has any significance to you right now, um, even 444 are just numbers that are telling you to relax. It's very Four of Swords energy. And it's not because you're doing anything wrong, and it's not because you're a bad person, and blah, 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 blah. It's just because you're working yourself to the bone, and you need to take a break. That's literally the message. Okay? Feather number 1. Okay. Bye. Go sleep. Go have fun. Go do something relaxing. Don't watch another reading and do not work. Don't stress. Bye. Okay. What was in the middle? Uh-oh. We're doing this pile. Wait, let me just lay it out again. Oh, this pile's got a feather coming off. Ooh, that's significant. How is this? Is it like that? No, it was like this. Okay. Pile number 2. Feather number 2. This is your reading. Okay, what's going on with you? I was thinking about a river, a narrow strait, a winded road, a winding road. It's like you're trying to find your inner compass and also your inner Columbus. You're trying to track something down. It's like you've got a narrow path and you've got something in sight. And I'm not sure if you can see it yet, but you're trying to find it. It's kind of like you're tracking something, and you've got this Columbus energy. I know we don't like Christopher Columbus, but that's just the name that came to mind. You're in search of something, and it's something within. It's an inner compass that you're looking for. You're looking for this inner guide to wake up within you. 1111. That's your number. Every group has a number right now. So I guess yours is 1111. You could be trying to connect more with your spirit guides. What else? Divorce rates. Divorce rates are going up. Marriage counseling and separation anxiety are things that just came up. Where have you been? Are you searching for an answer? I feel like you're looking for clarity. I just heard like stolen land. If this is about relationships, I'm not sure if you're looking for clarity about a relationship, and perhaps if you're looking for an answer to something that you suspect. If you suspect it, it's probably true. It's probably somewhere near that, and it feels like there is either need for help in this relationship, or for perspective outside of it to understand that life goes on outside of this relationship. And if this means that you need to end this connection, perhaps that's the next step that you need to take. Just heard like triggered or pull the trigger. Take the leap. don't take the next step. Huh. Say no. Like, maybe somebody is trying to get you to commit to, trying to get you to make a more serious commitment, but you already know that this is not something that is working for you and that you really want to be involved with or engaged with. And so perhaps this is the time for you to kind of listen to your inner knowing, that inner compass, and not go forward with this. Do not dig yourself deeper into this when you know it's something that doesn't belong, when you know you don't belong there. You don't belong here. 777. Your number is 1111 and 777, pile number 2. Revamp. You need to take a look within, reconsider the options. I saw 1111. Reconsider the options, reconsider your lifestyle. What's troubling you? And then I heard, don't trouble the water. Give it up. Why don't you let it be? Ooh, honey, yes it do. Oh. Yeah. Perhaps the bridge over troubled water is a bridge back to yourself. Seems like there's an ending that needs to happen here because there's either a truth that you know that perhaps isn't being said out loud, but you know, and ultimately needs to be let go of, but yeah, it feels like there is an ending here, and you kind of being asked to not step into deeper commitment with something that that you're already not trusting, that you already don't feel safe with, that you're already beginning to question. It's kind of like you already feel isolated in this relationship or this situation. And if you're in a relationship and you already feel isolated, you already don't feel good, you're already questioning if they're loyal to you, if they care about you, if they love you, and then they propose to you, this is not the time for you to say yes. Random acts of commitment do not mean that they are actually committed. And it just isn't a relationship, and this is just a life situation. It's kind of like if you get offered a promotion at a job or something, that would tie you deeper into this situation, but you already don't want to be there. You need to perhaps actually make the choice to say no. It's almost like you're going to be positioned with deeper commitment, and you are actually going to have to quit or break up. It's just two complete opposite ends of the scales. But it's kind of like a tower moment. But it's kind of what you need right now, I think. Yeah, you're about to climb a mountain, but remember that it's the hills and it's the valleys, and this is just a part of life. These are the waves, these are the ups and the downs. If you can accept that, then allow yourself to go through this and recognize that you're ultimately going to come out better on the other side. But if you ignore the mountain, if you don't move, if you don't move on, if you don't go on this journey, you're going to be stuck in this ditch. You're not going to go anywhere. This deeper commitment is not going to take you anywhere. It's only going to sink you deeper. You need to let go. You need to clear your energy out. You need to clear your space out. You need to get rid of a lot of things. You need to be renewed, and you need to find your purpose again, find your inner voice again, track yourself down and recommit to yourself. You need to do some inner work, inner reflection, and think through what your life looks like and whether this is what you want your life to look like in the next 20 years. Because it feels like a long-term commitment is being offered, and it's not something you should take. It's in fact something you need to get out of altogether. Okay, so that's you, pile. Feather number 2. You guys are going to be okay. This path is narrow and it's straight, and it's not where you need to go. It's winding down. Get off this road and go on a new adventure. Go within and figure out where you need to go. What is your inner compass leading you to do? Don't worry about what's happening on the outside. Okay. Clear space for you guys. Spirit, please place protection and blessings over these people, and just allow them to be guided in their heart and guided by their spirit. Allow them to reflect deeply and understand everything that they need to in this moment, and be connected with their spiritual team so they can be guided and supported. Allow them to be able to lean on you and lean on those who are best for them right now in this time, so that they can make the decision that is greatest for them. Okay. Bye, you guys. Okay. Yeah. Put that in the video. Pile number 3. Feather number 3. Hello, hello, hello. I almost thought you were pile number 2. You had this thing coming off. You might be going on a little journey. You had this feather coming off. I thought you were pile number 2. I was so confused. Maybe it's because you're shedding your wings and you're learning how to fly. Shedding your wings. You're shedding your... Well, you know what? Maybe you are shedding your wings. It's almost like there's this rebirth energy. Because you know how moose and I think other types of creatures with antlers, they can shed their horns and then I don't know if they grow back. But there's this energy of shedding your horns and then your wings in this case, and then they grow back in a different way, in a way that fits who you are now. It's almost like the wings that you had were shaped for a body that is no longer yours. You're not in anymore. It's almost like, a death and a rebirth, incarnating into a new body, a new vessel, a new experience, a new being. And along with that comes new wings and learning how to fly, because you have to learn how to use these new skills that you have, this new body, this new life, this new mind. It comes from a whole new place, a whole new perspective, and so there's a need to get readjusted and learn who you are again, which is exciting. So, Spirit, what's going on for pile 3? What a nice beginning. Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it, any way you want it. She said, any way you want it, that's the way you need it. All my love could do. This is a nice energy. There's like a rejoicing energy, a very joyful energy, joyful noise. The plaintiff pleads to his case. It feels like there's justice energy here. It feels like there's a win. Like this feels like 6 of Wands. This feels like success. And it could be just very personal, emotional success, a very emotional freedom and letting go and realizing or stepping into and having perhaps your outside actually begin to match how you feel on the inside, and the work that you've been doing within sort of being able to catch up with you and how you're being recognized and seen from the outside world, and perhaps there being shifts in the way that you physically interact with the world around you because of the work that you've done. And so there's this energy of like you kind of being in really strong alignment with the movement of the earth and the movement of this world, like wind blowing through your hair and like allowing the wind to just carry you and your breath to just carry you and hold you, and just feeling strengthened by the earth and feeling strengthened and supported by your body, because you're very grounded in the physical, because you're very grounded overall, because you've done a lot of work to mature and nurture your spirit and your sense of self in order to understand how to navigate aliveness in a way that allows you to keep in touch with who you are and what you're meant to do here and how you're meant to be, at least for now, while also still being human and still appreciating the complexity of the human experience. It's very exciting. You feel very easy and free-flowing and naturally in your own energy and bonded to a higher calling, or just this peace, this settled feeling of being very comfortable in your own spirit and in your own weirdness, which is really, really nice and really, really exciting for you. I'm very excited for you. Pile number 3. And it all comes with release. Funny, you guys didn't get a number for you yet. The other 2 groups had numbers. But I wonder if you even need it. I feel like you don't even need signs. I feel like you don't need it. Right now, at least. And, you know, everything, it's okay if you don't feel this all the time. Feelings tend to not last forever. But this is not just a feeling, this is an energy. So even if you don't always feel it, it's still being carried within you. You've still produced this. You've done the work to allow this to happen and to make this grow, and you should be really proud. You should be really proud of yourself, because it's a nice, refreshing take on life that is hard to get sometimes, and especially right now. It's not super easy for many, and I'm not saying it's super easy for you, but you've got this ease to you that makes me feel like right now you have access to peace. If you want to access it, you can, and that's a gift. So, don't trouble the water, give it up, why don't you let it be? It's a different energy. The other group had that song too, but this time it's a little different. This one's a little more just joyful, just in praise and in honor, and just devotion to you and your spirit. So hang loose, hang gliding. I don't know. I just feel like you're just like having a good time. I just feel like you're free. I feel like you're very free, and you're just like, you've got a higher perspective now that is allowing you to kind of look at where you are and still be in that energy, but be in it from a place of such like simple gratitude. It's just like everyday gratitude, where it's not even like you have to be like, I'm so thankful all the time. It's just you live life, and that's how spirit knows that you're grateful. It doesn't even need to be said. It's not much to be said for you. So good luck. I hope this energy is really, really, really being felt in your life right now, and that you're just basking in it, because it's a beautiful energy. Okay, bye.